Hey, my name is Sunny and I'm your presenter for today's Barclays Premier League breakdown. Today's match, Manchester City versus Manchester United. So let's get straight into it. The derby everybody's talking about, the Manchester derby. Another interesting match to do a breakdown for you guys too. Arguably two of the best clubs in England and the world at present. Both clubs drew level on points at the end of last season, with Manchester City clinching the title from Manchester United within what was literally the last minute of the season for the 2011 to 2012 campaign. So there's a lot of revenge United would want. However, after dropping points recently against Everton and not qualifying for the Champions League knockout stages, an angry Manchester City will want to show they have what it takes to compete with the top clubs in the world and will want to silence the United fans. Here's a few statistics regarding Manchester City and Manchester United this season. Manchester City have not lost any matches during the Barclays Premier League campaign this year. However, 6 draws in 15 matches means they have dropped vital points whilst trying to retain their title, which they snatched from Manchester United with an extraordinary comeback in the dying minutes last season against Queen's Park Rangers. Which means although not losing any matches, they still sit in second in the table, 3 points behind United, who actually have one less on goal difference this season compared to Manchester City. After learning the hard way last season, points are not always enough. But winning 12 from their last 15, including 3 losses, mean Manchester United have dropped vital points too against Norwich and new Champions League place contenders Tottenham Hotspurs and Everton, while still being the leaders and at the top of the table. We're now going to proceed to talk about the injuries within both teams, starting with Manchester City. At the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City will be without Kolarov and Michael Richards. However, the big Spaniard David Silva could make a return after being told he will be given every chance to prove his fitness for the important derby. Manchester United have been bombarded with injuries this season, including star wingers Nani and Antonio Valencia, who are unlikely to be fit to play in the derby but still could make a surprise return. However, Cleverley, Kagawa and Vidic are struggling to be fit for the derby due to knee injuries. Manchester United are most likely to go into the match looking for the draw, as well as City. Both teams would want to walk away with at least 1 point. However, if United can stop their defensive blunders and with their new creative passing and attacking work rate, they should be able to pull off an easy win against a vulnerable Manchester City. Manchester United are going to want to win the match, but most importantly, they're not going to want to lose, because the match is away at the Etihad Stadium, and last season Manchester United were beaten 1-0, so they want to keep Manchester City at a distance in the table. Losing will not be an option for them. With Manchester City, I think they still haven't got into the flow of the game. It's like they're still working out how to play and still experimenting with changes, because teams have picked up on the way they play, as you may have saw with the Chelsea game or the Everton game or even the Liverpool game. And now we finally reached the end of this video, guys, which means we go to the prediction stage. I'm personally going to go with a 2-0 to Manchester United. After defensive blunders last week against Reading and during the week against Cluj, Sir Alex Ferguson would have slammed the defence whilst training for any mistake and would definitely make sure there is no mistakes at the Etihad on Sunday. Manchester City have not effectively gone forward against the big teams this season, but the defence is still solid enough to keep United from overhauling the score sheet. But one big vulnerability is the young Nastasic. He is struggling to keep up with forwards in the recent games I saw, such as the Borussia Dortmund game against Royce, but he can tackle when it is needed. If I was Mancini though, I would feel less gut against United. I hope you enjoyed the Barclays Premier League breakdown this week. Make sure you let me know your prediction in the comment section of the score. Like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy that content. Follow us on Twitter and like our Facebook page. The links are in the description below. But for now, it's your boy Sunny, and the show for this week is over. Make sure you stay tuned next week for the next episode. Peace out.